Work for patrol duty. Murphy, on the double.
I wouldn't run down the holes, Jim. These troops are edgy.
Stand by.
Bad news, Peter. Those latest samples were just not pure enough. I know, quite an unforeseeable setback, but I'm certain the next sample will do the trick. I'd stake my desperation on it.
100 hours. Con rep at 0800.
Warning. Docking procedure in progress. System engaged. Stand by.
Impressive. I may have neglected to mention the 60% chance that one would kill you. Wouldn't that have been inconvenient for me? Anyway, here's hoping these samples bring us that elusive breakthrough. In any event, it'll be the last I'll ask of you. They've accused me of monopolizing your time. Meanwhile, they keep expecting results. I penciled myself in for a nervous breakdown any hour now. But anyway, here, my latest innovation. Call it a parting gift. Go rain death in good health.
Patrol duty. Murphy, on the double.
What'll it be? How the hell did you come up with a grenade launcher using scrap metal? Oh, nice job, buddy. Anyway, these little beauties add some chemical deterrents to the standard boom. Enjoy! Thanks, Jim. You keep fighting a good fight.
charm. So hard. Now cooking. Now we should be back in business.
James, are you there? I believe I've made a breakthrough on the source of the storms. Come see me at your earliest.
James, we're on the right track. I can smell it. I've triangulated the approach vectors of dozens of storms, and I think I've narrowed down their likely direction of origin. And we're right about those storm acrid. There's every indication they're carriers of the pure stuff as well.
Sure. But look, Doc, I gotta tell you. Braddock's out of Coronis. Nevik paramilitary pulled rank, benched him. The new commandant is bad news. I don't know how much he knows, but he's looking for you. I think you should clear out. I know a place you'll be safe.
James, you're being a little dramatic. We're close to the ultimate jackpot. With this knowledge, we could hold all the cards, do you see? Please trust me on this. I've been dealing with Nevik nonsense for years. There's no better protection than having something they want, something that you can bargain with. I'll watch my back, I promise. Now listen, I cooked up some subterrestrial resonance samplers.
Bonnie, I'm getting pretty close to where the signal has settled down. You still reading me? Damn, I was afraid of that. Always a bitch getting any reception past Shack's Peak. I'll have to fill you in when I get back. Jim out. off to the next. Let's see what we got here. Where does this go? I'm sorry I drilled outside the lines or whatever. But how can I help if you won't explain it to me? What is this place?
Not a place. Nushi.
Nushi?
It's a name Saichi gave her. It means godlike Leviathan.
Source of pure T energy.
No. The whole planet is the source. She purifies and provides to those who accept without taking. She is the engine, the organ by which all things of our world are brought into harmony.
Wait, so she's a harmonizer? Some giant organic harmonizer?
The technology Nushi inspired has long outlived those who ever knew her secret. But you're skipping ahead.
Go back a second. When I drilled, the Acrid attacked. Like antibodies defending a host. Which you knew. You'd seen that before. The frenzy that overran the first colony.
I was a scientist for Nevik. It was I who led Nevik's drills to her flesh. I knew she was alive. Yet in my ambition and arrogance, I let them drill regardless.
Alive?
Like any living thing. She fears. She angers, she hurts. Pierce her hide, will she not bleed? Stab her heart, will she not die? She deserved to be protected. And I failed her.
There are those who believe that pure T energy could be the discovery that saves mankind. If we can find a way, as you did, to harvest it respectfully. What if Nushi could sustain the Earth? Look at the lives we could save.
You are young, Jim. You have the dreams of a soul, untouched by malice. But respectfully is not Nevik's way. They would come to her with drills, and she would defend herself. And if she did not destroy them, they would surely destroy her. They would bleed this planet dry, and leave no trace of life. Jim, above all else, Nevik must never know about Nucci.
Gracie, hi. I don't ever want to keep you waiting again. I really don't. I just don't know what to say right now. This job is a lot more complicated than I ever figured it for. I'm trying to put us first. Stick to the plan, earn what there is to earn, and get on home. I do what's in front of me, what seems right. Sometimes I wonder just what exactly the hell I got myself into. Beach sounds nice, though. Declared war. We need your best hunters, preferably ones without children. This is gonna get bloody.
But what of our plan? To bring our people together to
It's
persuade
too late for
Vaughn?
that, Mira. It's them or us now.
For decades, I teach my people peace. And now you would have us march to war?
Roman's research is what led me to Nushi. Now Nevik has it, and it's only a matter of time.
Your men, your Coronis crew, they'll fight alongside us, won't they?
Can't count on that. Maybe if I had time to explain who you are. But I've been lying to them so long. It's best we leave them out of it.
Suppose we succeed. They will call for reinforcements. Return with greater numbers.
Yes, that's why step one is the relay. As long as his cruiser is grounded on EDN-3, Eisenberg needs the satellite relay to broadcast off planet. So we're gonna need to blow it up.
I can do that.
Once you turn against your masters, how do you expect to ever see your family again? You would strand yourself here?
We don't destroy the cruiser, we commandeer it. Once we break Nevek's grip, we give everyone a choice to stay or go.
And once you go, how long before Nevek returns again to look for their lost?
Before we destroy the relay, we'll hack it, use it to send a message. Got an idea that should buy you another 50 years. The relay gambit doubles as a diversion. When Eisenberg sends troops to investigate, your forces will be ready to hijack the cruiser before they even think of returning it to orbit.
We will be ready.
Jim, I can handle the explosives, but I haven't a hacker skill.
On that part, we're gonna need a little help.
I am so in.
Really? But I haven't explained
I
it.
assumed it has something to do with the snow princess you've been hanging out with. It's cool. I saw her on your Riggs video feed. I figured you'd explain it when the time was right. Jim, I know who I trust. I trust you. Just say the word.
Gale Holden? You're a remarkable young man.
Nobody's ever called me a man before.
Probably because they thought you'd say that.
Cool. What do we get to do today? Till next time, boss. Is this it? Is it time to go? Is it literally go time? Because listen, man, there's no going back after this. You want to tie up any loose ends, maybe line up a few more upgrades, you better see to it before we get this party started.
It's time, Gale. Let's saddle up. I'll bring you up to speed on the way.
So wait, this Nushi thing is where pure T energy comes from? And it heals flesh? And it somehow helped the colonists survive for 40 years?
Kid, if we pull this off, we'll have time to review the details on the way back to Earth.
Right, because then us, you and I, we're gonna hijack Eisenberg's ship and, not die.
Look, one step at a time. First, we gotta make sure they can't call for backup. And make sure Nevek never wants to return to this planet. So you better be able to hack the relay.
You sure he's up for it?
Where did she come from?
She's stealthy. You'll get used to it.
There were no adults available?
Hey, you should talk.
Not as smart. Or as loyal. Just trust me, alright?
Aww.
He'll be tested soon enough.
What you got there?
An abundance of C4.
Oh, that is so dope. Dude, she has C4. Start the tram. Yeah, so... Hi, Gale. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Team Jim. My name is...
You talk strangely.
I'm asking your name, lady. Or girl, woman, person.
Mira.
Mira. Is that Spanish? I don't know what to ask someone from another planet, okay? This is new. I thought I'd start with something basic, but apparently you guys haven't worked all that out yet. That's cool. It's only been 40 years. No hurry.
You talk very strangely.
Jim, is it me?
You're doing great, kid. Now here, when you wrangle the direct access, here's the thing to upload for broadcast. It's something I pieced together from distress calls I've been finding.
Sort of a we're all gonna die, stay away, whatever you do kind of thing?
That's the gist. Nevek didn't want to come back here at all till Braddock twisted their arm. We need to make sure it's too expensive to try a third time. If there's one thing we know Nevek will respect, it's their bottom line. And then we need to kill this channel before Eisenberg can tell them all about Nushi. They hear about a mother load of pure T energy and they'll be back no matter what. Mira, all set with the explosives?
Yes, I've identified the critical supports in the structure. Should bring it right down.
Damn it, they're here. It wasn't supposed to be guarded.
Power offline.
They cut the power. We're stuck.
Then I'll get us unstuck. Take cover and sit tight. Just remember what they did to Bonnie.
Target acquired!
System malfunction. Rebooting system. System online and ready.
He's almost at the relay, requesting assistance. Repeat, ranch hand has broken through.
Gale, Mira, reactivating the tram now.
Affirmative.
I think you're supposed to say Roger. Jim, does affirmative work too?
Just get up here.
Wow, grouchy. You'd think he just declared war on an interplanetary corporation. Wait, is this still on?
Jim, I threw him over the railing. He was not required, was he?
Ah, that's funny. I like jokes about killing me. Cool. I'm nervous. Are you guys nervous? God, I'm annoying at this altitude.
Take him to the relay station. Once you unlock the tram gate and retrieve your rig, I will descend on foot and cover our flank.
All right, just stay in touch and don't go too far. I want you close when it's time to plant the explosives.
Jim, we can do this, right?
Don't you worry.
Nice girl.
Yeah, I had a hunch you might think so.
She got a boyfriend, you think? Probably got a boyfriend.
Gale?
Yeah?
Maybe not the time.
Right. Focus. Okay, you're gonna need to grab your rig and orient the satellite dish.
Jim, reinforcements are turning up in numbers. I'm falling back.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that as my cue to hurry the hell up. Come on! Ow, stupid loading screen! Okay, hacking into the system. I haven't done this in a while, so bear with me. They're still using NebOS 9.2, which is super easy to backdoor. Just hold tight out there, make sure nobody sneaks up on me.
They're calling the tram back. We may have to find another way down. I'm working my way back up to you.
Are we looking, Gale?
Dude, I just got here. I need a little time.
Jim, Navic cruiser inbound. Think they brought their whole army to stop us. It is passing us. Do you see it? Where could they be going? Jim, the tram is coming back up to you. Prepare yourself.
Jim Perron, this is Ron Outlaw. In the name of Nevek, you are hereby ordered to stand down.
And return to base in my custody.
Roche, you don't need to be getting mixed up in this.
Save it, Perron. Colonel Eisenberg told us all about what you're up to. Collaborating with a faction of snow pirates to sabotage our mission and steal the T-Energy for yourself.
You believe that?
Don't try to deny it. We already found your friends. Their encampment is under siege as we speak.
The cruiser. It is headed for our home.
It's all right, Mira. Go.
For what it's worth, this upload is working, I think. But without Mira, how do we blow things up?
Maybe looking at a change in priorities.
Roche, I have no beef with you. We don't have to do this. I've seen you with my own eyes. Your secret meetings in the wilderness with them.
Braddock may not see you for what you are, but I do. Who do you think called Nevek down here, huh?
Roche, you dumb son of a bitch.
Enough! After I cut your rig to scrap. Remember, you brought this on yourself.
Come on, Perron. Don't make this any harder on yourself.
Open your eyes, LaRoche. They're playing you.
If you had nothing to hide, you'd surrender already.
Gale, where's his main generator?
Okay, on the 286s, it's behind his right clavicle. Go after his right shoulder. generator while it's exposed. That just looks wrong from this angle. Whoa, look out! EMP pulsar. When did he get that? Shocked him! You fooled the entire crew, but not me. I've always known what you are.
I don't know what to say, man. You've got issues.
The comm unit's exposed. Grab him and go to town on it. Shoulder and take out the comm unit. Focus. Jim, grab his left shoulder and take out the comm unit. Defend my rig, will you? It will still never be as ugly as yours.
Is that really what you're concerned with right now? Seriously?
Lucky for you, Eisenberg wants you alive. But he said nothing about not hurting you very badly. Yeah, okay. A, I try not to get hit by that, and B, take out the shielding on the hips. I got an idea how we can slow him down. Shielding on the hips. Right. Keep your distance. Use your winch! Shock him! Something! I know there's a lot happening right now, but I'm telling you, grab the roll bar and drill out the hip servos. Everyone, Fred. And now the White Fox will avenge them. Dude, he just called himself the White Fox. And he meant it. My rig! Salo, what have you done? I'll kill you, you bearded bitch! I'll kill you!
Stop! Don't kill him, Jim! Please! Show this good man mercy! You were us once. I don't know why you hijacked me and made me help you, but I know you're not a killer, so just...
Good thinking, kid.
Just go help out your new friends, and let us go! Alright? You hear me? Come on, Macho Man. Let's call Braddock and get you home.
And that's how Gale bought himself a reprieve. But the Forgotten back at their camp, well, they weren't so lucky. Mira, I'm at the camp. Come in. Mira, where are you? Ah, damn it.
Jim, be careful. There's soldiers all over the place. Couldn't stop them. Soichi fell back to his chambers. Find him before they do.
Before we could launch our attack. We were ready, and better armed than they expected. I held the gate long enough for Patorti to lead the children to safety.
Most of the colony is falling back to the caves. The Nevik troopers are chasing them, but they'll find nothing. It's we that have to hide before they return.
Did Mira make it here?
Yeah. She was looking for her father.
just what you were hiding here. I'm a reasonable man. But, the Green here, he's more of a shoot first, ask questions of the bereaved parent later kind of guy. Your choice, but, better to choose quickly.
Nothing! You will never yield!
I believe you.
Drop it, Peyton!
You're no righteous crusader, Colonel. Just a goddamn delusional murderer.
Seems we have a stalemate, Peyton. You might rethink your position if you had all the facts.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next big lie Nevek's got cooked up for us.
I only have a second. The rioting spread is not safe here anymore. Some Nevek men are here. They're gonna take Hank and me into protective custody. Just wanted you to know we're okay. Don't worry about us, sweets. Love you.
You wouldn't.
Which is it, Peyton? Tell me again what you think I am.
We are taking Jim Peyton into custody, having found him in collaboration with a faction of snow pirates seeking to undermine Nevek operations.
Prepare them for interrogation.
Start again. From the beginning.
Leave this planet, guys.
Not be afraid. She deserves to know the truth.
I hate lying to men, Jim. The word is we just never trust me.
You see, it uses the thermal energy itself as a resonator, which should make it especially effective on groups. Just need to finish mapping the frequencies. It's delicate work, fraught with peril, but with time I expect great results.
Interesting work, Dr. Kovac. But I don't imagine it'll take as long as all.
No, don't!
Interesting work indeed.
That girl they're holding in my office. She's part of the Lost Colony, isn't she? There are survivors after all. All this time. Innocent souls stranded here so that I could live. And you kept this from me? You lied to me to protect them from harm.
I did. I'm sorry.
This is entirely premature. Whatever the nature of this Nushi entity, we need more time to study it. These notes from Dr. Roman are a fine enough start, but when may I speak with her?
I'm afraid she's KIA, Doctor. Deceased.
Deceased? But that undermines her productivity almost completely. That's a highly questionable personnel decision.
No one is bigger than the mission. Something you would all do well to remember.
What the hell's that beeping?
Jim. It's Braddock. Say nothing. There's not a lot of time, so listen carefully. They've had you on sodium varibarbital, but you should be coming out of the fog by now. It's a narcosynthetic twilight serum Nevik uses for interrogation. I don't know what you told Eisenberg, but assuming you have no secrets left. Now I'm gonna get you out of there, but you have to do exactly as I say. Now, in about 30 seconds...
Phil, no, I can't. They've got Grace. They've got my son. I gave myself up to protect them.
Jim, if they get their way, nobody's safe. Don't worry, I have a plan for your family. I'm not letting any more innocent blood fall on my hands. If you've ever trusted me, you have to trust me now.
What plan? Tell me.
One step at a time. First, we spring you. Stand by.
Evacuation protocol initiated.
That shouldn't happen.
Hayden, help me! Now we're getting somewhere.
All right, we're clear.
I hope to hell you know what you're doing.
Got a death wish.
preferable. Not critical.
Here we go!
That's where they're keeping your friend from the first colony. Any Coronis crew you see, tell them to spread the word. My orders are to evacuate the hangar and rendezvous up at Delta Station. It's already dangerous for them, and it's not getting any safer.
Jim's out.
Does this mean they cleared up that snow pirate nonsense?
Not exactly. Braddock busted me out. He's got a plan. Says you should all hightail it up to Delta Station quick and quiet. Pass it along, okay?
Hang on, Jim. You don't look like you're falling back to Delta. If we're picking a fight here, I want in.
I don't think open rebellion against trained mercenaries is the plan. Let's try to avoid a bloodbath if we can. Get everybody to Delta. I'll see you there soon.
They were gonna kill me. I don't understand. After everything I did.
Yeah, you screwed up. But your family.
What the hell's going on? Who are they shooting at?
Me! Stay back. Braddock wants everyone at Delta Station.
Not till you're in the clear! You sons of bitches are gonna regret the day you crossed this crew.
Nevik abandoned their last colony and they'll do the same to us.
The crew didn't stay alive as long as they did on this rock just to roll over for these pigs.
Jim. Were you coming to save me?
Maybe a little. You okay?
Not sure. I feel strange.
They drugged you. It'll pass. Listen, we need to get out of here. Can you run?
I don't know.
What'd they give her?
Sodium, something bad. Can you watch her?
Sure thing, kid. Go do what you gotta do.
Thanks, Birdie. Get yourselves to Delta Station as soon as you can. Phil, she's free. What now? It's pandemonium over here.
Your rig. We need it for what's next.
Still a lot of bogeys between me and Gertie.
Time for Phase 3, then. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Corona's vessel is under attack by snow pirates. All Nevik units move in now. Repeat, all Nevik troops to Corona's vessel. Okay, now take the rig outside to the ravine. We've got work to do. Hopefully all of Eisenberg's men are massing on the Corona ship or on the Nevik cruiser docked to it. We've got to act fast before they smell the trap.
I don't know, boss. Even with the element of surprise, we don't have the manpower for a frontal assault.
I know, Jim. That's why we're scuttling the whole shebang. I've set charges at the key structural points, keeping the Corona stable. If it goes down, so does the cruiser. And so does Eisenberg and his whole wretched army.
Are you serious? All this effort to keep Coronas from falling into the ravine, now we're gonna knock her down on purpose?
It's the only way to save our crew and the survivors from the first colony. But first, you're gonna have to destroy the moorings.
Feels pretty crazy wrong, boss.
Listen, Jim. There's no future for Coronas. I saw the writing on the wall when Eisenberg marched in that so-called snow pirate girl right in front of our crew. After all the lives they've been willing to sacrifice to keep their secrets, what's that tell you? My men mean nothing to them. Just more witnesses to erase. If I can't give you anything else, I owe you a fighting chance.
All right, it's done. That's all of them.
Good work, Jim. Now take the elevator up to Delta. Make sure everyone's safe.
Wait, aren't you at Delta too? I'll see you there, Phil. Right?
Jim, don't blame yourself for any of this. You were right to hide them from me. I couldn't have protected them. I couldn't even protect Bonnie. So much loss I could never undo. But I can do something.
What are you talking about, boss? Just meet me at Delta. We'll work everything out. Phil? Braddock, do you copy? Boss, what's going on? Braddock, where are you?
I'm right where I need to be, Jim.
Braddock, what's that mean?
Kingfisher, squad's convened Corona side on your order. Nobody's here.
What? I did not give that order. Get out of there. Do you hear me? Get the hell out!
Forgive me.
Where's Braddock? Where's the old man?
He went down with the ship.
What? Why?
It was a ruse. He lured them in. The Nevek troops, they're all gone. He saved us. Damn it, Braddock, why did you do that? You had to lie to me just one last time. How the hell are you gonna take care of my family now?
Jim?
Gracie.
Surprise!
How? Braddock. He called in every last favor to get them free of Eisenberg. He gave her a choice. She insisted on coming here. I just had to be there to intercept the drop. Nice to see a plan work out for once.
Where's our little boy?
The snowcat's still groggy from the cryo sleep.
God, he's not even gonna recognize me. Look, Gracie, you know this place ain't safe. You shouldn't be here.
Shh. We're together now. We're gonna stay that way. You got it? Whatever comes, we're facing it together. No regrets.
There's so much to tell you. Hayden! Hayden! Doc, hang on.
Colonel Eisenberg is still at large. He knows all about Nushi. He's going there now. He's got a military rig and my revised prototype.
Wait, the Akrid go berserk device? Well, that can't be good.
Thinks he can use it to control Akrid, resonating his signal through Nushi, influencing Akrid all over the planet.
But that's crazy, isn't it?
He won't be able to use all the frequencies at first, but through trial and error, I expect he'll figure out at least enough to kill us all. I'm gonna pass out now.
Gale, Mirror, get back to that satellite relay and blow it to hell.
Are you serious?
This place is ours to protect now. If I can't stop Eisenberg, calling for backup is gonna be his first move. Go, now!
Home sweet home.
Come back to me.
Always.
through.
You out there. You can't think you have the element of surprise lumbering around in that thing. What do you call it, girly?
I know what you're trying to do, Colonel. It'll never work.
Your very presence here proves you know that's not true.
Wow.
I've reached the heart of this creature. You're just in time for a demonstration.
I think I'm gonna have to leave the rig behind for now.
The more time I have to work with this device Dr. Kovacs cooked up, the more I see its potential. Did you ever stop and listen to him explain his work? He used the T-energy itself as a resonator. And as you yourself told me, this Nushi may be the ultimate source of pure thermal energy. Sounds to me...
Leave the rig behind for now.
The more time I have to work with this device Dr. Kovacs cooked up, the more I see its potential. Did you ever stop and listen to him explain his work? He used the T-energy itself as a resonator. And as you yourself told me, this Nushi may be the ultimate source of pure thermal energy. Sounds to me like the perfect antenna. Let's see. I believe if I do this... take orders pretty nicely. Where are you, Peyton? You're missing all the fun.
Chance at a future.
It didn't work.
Wait. No, she's still friends with me. That's just beautiful. After all that, your friends are still gonna die. You failed, Peyton.
Here's the thing, Colonel. Nushi.
She's alive.
We're standing in her heart.
What are you, stalling Peyton? Buying time? For what?
Just not a bad idea.
Looks to me like hurting those nerve bundles calls the antibodies. Flying, shooting antibodies.
This is your plan. Strand yourself on this desolate rock, having killed the thing that makes survival possible. UHF your own kind that much.
You ain't my kind, Colonel. Away from the rig.
Excuse Peyton. You must realize I have an arsenal from which to choose. If you're determined to commit a meaningless suicide, do you have to take the human race with you?
Keep on John, Colonel. I'm not dead yet. Away from the rig.
What? No defiant quips? Starting to sink in that you're not the triumphant hero? Surely you realize Nevik will come back for me.
Don't bank on it. I think you're dead.
I think I can figure out the relay once we're done here.
Maybe. Except Mira's blown the whole thing up by now.
You're bluffing. Without the relay, you'd be stuck here yourself.
Yeah. Home sweet home.
Congratulations. You got me angry. You got some fight in you. So did your scientist friend, before I put her down.
I crawled for what felt like days, losing more blood than a man should. Knew she was dead. I'd killed the giver of life. I didn't know if any of us could survive after that.
Jim? Jim? Honey, what happened?
Most of the remaining energy reserves they used up just healing me. Well, most of me. They were grateful. Said all debts were paid, but they didn't know the truth of what I'd done. Like Soichi before me, I dedicated myself to protecting those I'd endangered. And you know all about Gale and Mira. Together they were unstoppable. They ran with their father's work and built the first harmonizers, mimicking Nushi, purifying base T energy to sustain and extend life. Thanks to them, we survived. But without Nushi around to maintain the climate, the whole planet was vulnerable to terraforming and all the nightmares that came with it. Even our best efforts couldn't keep this world a secret forever. Harmonizer tech was just another prize to fight over. By the time the Crimson Unity landed, it was a war without end. Gale took the fight to them. I tried to keep us secret and safe. But our struggles would go on for generations. A birthright of blood for our children. And our grandchildren. I'm sorry this is the life you were born to. My fight ends today. May you live to see the end of this. Forgive me.
Please don't.
Jim, are you in here, mon ami?
Roche?
If anyone's earned peace at last, it's him. Au revoir, my oldest friend. Don't worry, you've taught her well.
All grandfather's stories were now my own.
my destiny might undo shape. What if it could all be over? What if we could turn the tables and take this planet back? I have a plan.